Hey guys, so it's been a kind of a crazy 2 weeks. Haven't really been able to get on any kind of videos and family stuff going on and other things. But I was gonna head over to the storage space and I'll tell you more when we get there. But I wanted to show you the Rebel. Hang on, let me flip the camera around. So you're like, yeah, okay, it's the Rebel, right? Well, the Rebel went off-road and you see there's a mark from the handlebars, scrapes up top, and yeah, if you can't tell, it's super hard to hear. Okay, we'll get the tire straight, then you can tell. Yeah, the handlebars are bent. So yeah, it went off-road. Wasn't me. But we're gonna get the parts to fix it all up. I mean, pretty much no other damage anywhere along it. I think it's really just the you can see it from here, just the risers and the handlebars. So we're gonna go ahead and replace a bunch of that and get this back on the road. But I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to ride it like this back to the storage space. And I got a new tank coming, handlebars, like I said, risers, a few small things. So yeah, but luckily they're all fine, no big issues, so it's just simple mistake, shit happens. So let's head over to the storage space and let's see what we can do with the Harley. We'll be right back. All right, guys, so we're here at the storage space. Wanted to show you the few things that I got because I think we have a timing issue is what I think. I think the electronic timing that I'm using is a Chinese knockoff, and I'm not really happy with it. So I already upgraded to an Andrews coil, get rid of that Chinese coil, and now we're gonna go and put on the, I picked up Dynatek. It's a Dyna-S ignition plate, right? So if I can open the box, there we go. I got the official Dynatek rotor button and the I don't know what you guys call them. I call them digital points, but it's just the Hall effect points. So we're gonna go ahead and replace the Chinese one. One thing I noticed, and that I'll show you on the bike, is that mine sits like this, which isn't, I don't think that's right. My mounts are up and down, you'll see, and so the one I have, like the notch is down here, and you'll see. So it should sit like this, right? It should sit up and down with the notch up here. So that's what we're gonna do, is I'm just gonna pull out the wiring and stuff that I have, and we're gonna put this one in. I don't have much time today. I gotta take my daughter to a birthday party. So I got that. We got that. I got heat shrink wire, right? Or heat shrink wire connectors. So I got a whole kit. This off Amazon. Wasn't very much, 20 bucks. And then I bought myself another better pair of crimpers. These are Haystronica. These are meant for non-insulated terminals, which with this heat shrink on there, it's almost like there isn't anything, but it's more of a round with a like a crescent moon, and that should really help bite onto these. One of the other things that I got a little while ago was this, and you're like, what the hell is this? This is one of these little smoke machines. I wanted to smoke the intake of this. We could do it for just about anything, but there's a hose that runs from here and it comes out to a cone, and you push that into the intake or whatever, and it shoots out, it's like party fog. So I got that a while ago. This was only like 20 bucks on Amazon. They're made of like metal or aluminum, a combination thereof. I thought we'd give it a try. So that's about it. Let me show you what's going on with the Harley and what we got. And like I said, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time trying to at least pull it out, but I needed new ring terminals and stuff. So all right, let's get to it. Hang on. Alright guys, so here's what I'm talking about. You can see that you know, my plate is, you can see that the, you know, the bolts or the screws that hold this down are up and down, and this well, I'll tell you what, I thought this was moved, but here's the real issue, is that I think the bike needs more timing. Oh, that's kind of loose. See that? There's the spring advance, but you know, if it's moving around that much, that's interesting. But my real issue is, you know, I think where the openings are here, you know, maybe they're not exactly as wide as they should be. Let me get my, here's the Dyna-S. So it's supposed to be, you know, like this, right? Like that. Let's take out the let me get a screwdriver. We'll take this off. We'll take out this. I kind of don't like that. That's weird. That's not something I noticed before. That could be a real issue. Hang on. All right, we got our screwdriver. Let's get in here. Now, it was like 2 weekends ago or something. I came here with Trevor, and you know, we got it running again. And today I noticed I'm missing my battery, so God knows where that went. It's probably at my house, if I had to guess. I hope. And we'll get this off of here, and I'm gonna need my wrenches here. I got some wrenches. Here we go. We'll take that rotor button off. I feel like it needs more timing. I, you know, did the timing procedure the first time or whatever, but like, we got it running. You know, this thing is like, we're maxed out on the carburetor, so to me it just feels like something ain't right here. So I got that off. Okay, there we go. Get that out of the way. My timing weights seem okay. I looked at them before. They seem all right, the advanced weights. I mean, maybe we could use some new springs. I don't know. But let's see if we can take off the rotor button. What is this? 9/16? I think that's right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you saw how much it was kind of moving around. I don't really think it should be like that. But I'm hoping we can rotate this whole plate just a little bit more. We'll see, because I'm going to have to retime it for sure after this. All right. Oh yeah, it's kind of loose. It's kind of like loose on the shaft, which is weird. It can kind of move around. Let's look at the real stuff versus this. I can see a little bit of wear on the side. Hang on a second. All right, go ahead.
Hey everybody, if you're enjoying the video content Iceman50 is presenting, I urge you to like, share, and subscribe, okay? Thanks. What? Watch the video.
All right, so here's the focus. Here's the rotor button from the Chinese one. All right, and you know, there's no markings on these are the little magnets, right? There's no markings on it or nothing. And then we have, and it weighs, it feels a little light. I mean, it's however much it weighs, but then you get the Dynatek one, and you see that? It says 1, 2. There's definitely some other epoxy or something going on here along with the little magnets. Is that, oh, that's not epoxy, that's cut out. So there's weight cut out of it so you can see between the two. Oh, okay. So they're pretty similar, right? My question is, you know, this diameter here, you know, that's not really something I considered before, but let's see how this fits let me reposition the camera a little bit. Bring it down here. Okay. Alright, so we saw how this one goes on, right? Where's the damn thing? There it is. Okay, you guys see? If I hold the advanced weights kind of straight, I mean, it moves around quite a bit. Now let's stick on the actual Dynatek unit. Oh, there we go. There is absolutely no slop in that. Watch, I'll hold the points plate again like I was doing. Look, you see that? Not moving at all. It's exactly the size of the shaft. So again, let's look at it again. Look, I mean, it can rotate, which is super bad, right? That's going to mess with our ignition to begin with. And then, you know, just the side to side. If you're going to put electronic electronic points on a Sportster, on a Harley, this is a 73, don't just get the Dynatek. That was only $120 just for this. And you can see that it's money. This is the difference. This might be cheap, but it's junk, right? I told you I already got rid of the coil. I was kind of sus about that, so we switched to a nice Andrews coil. So all right, so that's what I needed to know. I kind of figured that's what was going to happen. You know, oh yeah, you can totally feel it, like working the advanced springs and everything. So, all right, now I'm going to work on. Hang on a second. All right, guys. So now that we, you know, looked at the rotor button, because I was kind of suspicious of that to begin with, and now I've got the new guy. Here it is. We got our new one. I'm hoping that setting this in place, we will be able to time it how we need it, right? So I'm looking over here. I should turn the camera around and show you guys. Yeah, let's do that. Hang on. All right, so you can see we've got the other plate in here, and definitely seems like, I don't know. Come on. Before it was over here. I mean, I don't know if we have more, but I think we're just gonna set it back up, and you know, here your come on. Here's where your stays go, right? And then we'll just route the wire, you know, through here. So I gotta pull this back out. It comes along the you can't really see over there. It comes along the bottom here and then goes up. So let me work on getting it unplugged from the coil, and we'll start pulling on this thing. All right, so to begin with, we need some kind of tiny wrench. Maybe my screwdriver. I think maybe my screwdriver might fit these. Nope. All right, let me get my little. We'll get something to take that off, a little crescent wrench or something. All right, these electronic ignitions are pretty simple. They're just even almost as simple as the regular points themselves. Is this side is the this side is the ground. This side coming from the points. This is a tack signal for my ECU box, and on the other side is the hot power going to the other side of the coil. So this is the switched side of the coil, the point side of the coil, right? So it's going to take this off, right, okay, and then this is my tack signal. We will just move that out of the way. This one is the digital point side, and on the other side is the other side of this So let me undo the other side, and then we can pull this wiring out of here. I'll have to replicate kind of what I did, but hang on a second. Alright, there's not much room in here where I'm at. So, I just need the tripod. Alright, so like I said, one side of this is power coming from the brain box or the battery, and the other side is the other side of the points. Okay. Take this side off. Alright, I can't tell which is which at the moment. One of these. Let's pull from the other side. Oh man, you can see I'm pretty cramped in here. Jesus. Alright. Bring it back around over here. So we got both sides off now. Screwdriver out of my pocket. I feel it. It's just pulling from that side. Okay, there we go. One side's got to be longer than the other to reach around. That's how I did it. I've just got some Velcro kind of holding this in place. I figured that was good enough for now. And then it comes way down here. Now we're going to have to cut off these terminals because they won't make it through the hole in the access port here for the points. Get a pair of side cutters. All right. So off with the head. Okay. Same with this one. All right. Now, in fact, I should probably just, I'm not using this again, and not as far as I know. So we're just going to cut it, the whole thing, get rid of all this bulkiness because it'll never make it through. Uh-oh. All right. Let's get you readjusted here. All right. So now we should just be able to pull this out. Oh, yeah, you guys like my stand? It's pretty cool. You can bolt this to just about anything, including the bike itself. All right, that's it. Our digital points are uninstalled. So there you go. So now the next thing to do is just fish these wires. Hopefully they're long enough. I'm hoping. We're just gonna fish these down. They'll poke out somewhere down there, I think. What did they have to do last time? Bend the wires a little bit at an angle, and then you can. It's really hard because this access port is like right next to the oil pump, which is right down here. So it may take me a minute to do it. Let me, I'll bring you guys back when I got the wires through. Hang on. All right, I want to show you guys. I just took a smaller gauge wire here. It's like 20 gauge or something, and I just slid it down the hole. And what we're gonna do is so to give us something to pull on. I was pushing this here and it already was coming out. I saw it was coming out the bottom. Where is it? Where are you? I just had you. All right, I'm gonna slide it down there. There we go. That's right next to the oil pump. So what we're gonna do is I got a decent amount pulled out, right? And we will cut this off. We're going fishing, if you know what I mean. We will use that as a pull wire and pull the rest of the wires through. This stuff's a little bit more flexible, right? So all we're gonna do is, I have a little bit of tape, I think. We're just gonna try and do a simple, like where we fold it over itself. Is that gonna be too big? Dang. Man, welcome to Randall Road Speedway. Let me get some tape. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. All right, we got ourselves just a little bit of tape here. It's got to. It has to be just a little bit, otherwise we're never going to get it through the hole here. Be real minimal with the tape. Kind of twisting it, right? It shouldn't be so stuck that this rips apart. All right. Now it's down the hatch. There we go. Now we just got to pull. There we go. And that's it. Now we've got, ooh, I forgot, we got to push this back. This is our, you know, covering, our sheath or whatever. Okay. The question is, we're going to get this thing to be skinny enough with this heat shrink on there, and we might have to take the heat shrink off. Oh man, I think this is the problem last time. The sheath is not going through the hole. Let's see if we can solve that problem. We'll cut off their there we go. We'll have to get their heat shrink off of there. I will just, okay, we'll leave that. Let's make sure we get this skin pulled all the way back. You know, it's alright that it's got the shielding on here, but sometimes it can be a real pain in the ass, you know. Oh, it's gonna fight me. Maybe if I take a little bit of that tape again and we wrap it around the sheath and the wire, we can get it to not move. Let's see. We get it pulled nice and tight like a toika. Okay. Yeah, we're doing this just to prevent the sheath from moving. We'll take all this off when we get it out of there. All right. That's going down in it. Okay. There we go. There we go. These are secret tricks of electricians and wire pullers and controls techs. That's what I used to do. Controls technician. HVAC stuff. HVAC and electronics. Go figure. Alright. So, you want to get this in here. Kind of like it's supposed to be. Around here. And then we're just going to take up some more of the slack. Alright. Take up a little bit of the slack. Okay. We got to make sure that it can still be where it wants to be. Yeah, we'll give it like a little loop there. That'll work. It'll go around the where is it? It'll go around this. Right? That gives us a little room. Alright. So let's, I don't want to secure this because I want to take the I want to take this home. I want to ultrasonically clean it. I noticed that when I was pulling on it, it kind of doesn't want to spring back a little bit. I might get some new springs too. Maybe I'll order those. But we'll clean this up and then we'll put this all back together. All right, guys. So we're getting close to 2:15. Like I said, I got to get out of here. My big thing was replacing the digital points and that rotor button. So now I can come back and I'll have to retime it. See if I can maybe come back tomorrow. It's supposed to be nice again tomorrow too. So we get that back together and retime it and then start this thing up and see what happens. Because you know, otherwise I'm gonna have to do something about the carb or something. I don't know. I'm looking still into getting some main jet kits from Makuni, Australia. Finally, they have lifted tariffs or whatever, so now I can actually purchase, you know, on our side. So, all right, we'll see you guys. And sorry it was a quick one, but you know, it's been a while since I posted, so we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, easy.
I am Iron Man.